What's going on, everyone? So, in Scream 5, we got the announcement of Sidney's children, and we saw one in a stroller, which would incline us to believe that she had a baby, right? A younger child. Maybe it's, 2, 3, something, but young enough to have been in a stroller. In the upcoming Scream 7, we're supposed to see Sidney. Just got her husband confirmed, playing by Joel McHale. And we'll see how their relationship plays out, how he is as a father, how she is as a mother. There is, and there has been rumored since, basically the beginning, that this film was going to have a bit of a time jump. Now, how much of a time jump is it? We'll find out. But, I imagine it's probably a year or two tops, right? Like Scream 2 was a 2-year gap. So I imagine that there's probably going to be, a year or two between that. But even then, this child is most probably 10, if that. So question has been like, well, what's going to happen, right? Like, where are the children? Well, we got a little bit of information, which before I go any further, I just want to say I'm going to dive into some spoilers. Nothing major, just my opinion, just my thoughts on something, but it stems from a rumor that came out, and it's nothing major, but it is, some people don't want to hear spoilers, period. So if you're somebody that cares about even like small little spoilers, and I am going to try to make an educated guess here based on information we have. So it is possible that this could end up happening and being accurate just through the information we have. So just want to give you a heads up. 3, 2, 1. All right. So we're Sidney's children in the upcoming Scream 7. We know the oldest daughter is supposed to be involved and likely a target of Ghostface. We'll see what the other two children, but we know bare minimum she has a child that was old enough in Scream 5 to be in a stroller. Even if you do a year or two time jump, the child's still, going to be 10, right? Probably still in elementary school. So we got some information that Mark's mother also should appear on a video call taking care of Sidney Prescott's younger daughters while the Ghostface attacks. So Sidney's younger daughters is the key, 2 younger daughters. The oldest daughter is going to be involved and is going to be being attacked. That's who Isabel May's playing. And with this, the biggest question that I want to know is, okay, it says while Ghostface attacks. Is Sidney Prescott being attacked? Or is it grandma with the kid that's being attacked? Because those are two very different things, right? If Sidney gets attacked, it's like, okay, well, grandma, I need you to take care of the kids. I need you to hold on to the children, right? Like, I got to go take on Ghostface, right? I got to go save the world, right? So you hold it down, take care of the 2 girls, right? Boom. Explanation for why the youngest kids aren't in this film. But if it's the grandmother and the children that get attacked, well, now it becomes a real question mark of like, okay, so does that mean that Sidney's children get kidnapped, right? Does Ghostface end up killing grandma and taking the children? And that's how Sidney gets involved because she wants to save her children and she's trying to, figure out who it is so she can track down and get her children, right? Like, that, I think, is a very real possibility. I think that's something that could potentially even make a lot of sense, where it's like, how do you raise the stakes with Sidney Prescott? Right? If you were Ghostface, how would you what would be the best way to probably get to Sidney? Through her children. So if you take out grandma, and you then go after and take the children, well, now Sidney's at your mercy to an extent, right? She'd probably jump into a trap and fire just to try to go and just for a chance to save her children, right? So now you have the upper hand. Now you hold the cards. And now Sidney's got to scramble and figure out how to save her children and stuff, right? Is that something, though, that would happen early in the film? Like, is that how the film would start? Right? Like, could grandma be the opening scene kill? Right? And then, like, the children get captured and, like, that's how this kind of plays out. Maybe it's a combination of everybody. Maybe grandma, like, because it says that they're just on a thing. Like, maybe Ghostface attacks Sidney and them at the same time as attacks grandma and the kids, right? Because it doesn't specify, is it, like, which side of the call is being attacked while the other is on. I do kind of like the idea of Sidney Prescott essentially being helpless, having to go and try to save her children, and she's trying to rush and hurry to go save her kids, but she gets there and it's too late. Grandma's dead, her mother-in-law at that point, she's dead, and now it's like, now what do you do? Now what's step one now? Right? Is there even a step one? How do you get through this? Right? Like, now you're at the mercy of Ghostface and trying to figure out how to stop Ghostface from killing your children. Right? Like, so I just I like kind of that idea. I do think more likely than not it'll probably be Sidney that gets attacked. Probably be Sidney and her husband Mark and maybe her oldest daughter, something like that. Like they're having like a night out or whatever. Youngest kids are with grandma. Maybe her daughter sneaks out of the house, goes with her boyfriend, and then Sidney and Mark end up getting attacked. They end up, Ghostface ends up showing up and going after them, and then, now Sidney's got to fight and get out, and maybe she takes out a Ghostface or something, right? Especially if there's multiple Ghostface in this film. I still would love, like, an early reveal or early Ghostface kill, right? Like, that'd be kind of interesting. Or, like, a mid-movie one where, like, maybe they take out Ghostface and they think it's over, and it's like, oh, nope, psych, just begun, right? Like, I think that'd be pretty cool. I think that's a pretty good idea. But overall, right, like, I mean, obviously it comes down to execution, delivery, like, what direction do they want to go with the story, but I still lean towards, I'd like, could you imagine as a parent sitting there watching your mother-in-law get butchered while your children get taken? Could you, like, talk about terrifying, right? Talk about impactful. Talk about a scene that really send a good majority of the audience into just like, oh, no, right? Like, I mean, that's a good way to do it, but we'll see. Time will tell. It's just getting kind of a thought in this regard. But what do they got in film? What are your thoughts? How are your opinions? What do you want to see from this upcoming Scream? Do you want to see her children all get captured? Do you think no? Have it just keep it strictly to Sidney. You kind of mixed in the middle on it. Do you think like, yeah, they can be attacked, captured, just don't like take them out or nothing like that. Just Sidney saves them in the end or something. How do you feel? Whatever your thoughts are. Again, either way, I'd love to hear it. So let me know down in the comments below. That being said, if you haven't liked this video, hit that like button. Helps me a lot. So we enjoy these types of videos, and I truly appreciate it. Not subscribe channel. What are you doing? Hit that subscribe button. Turn on the bell notifications. Appreciate y'all. See you in the next one.